Aloha everybody, it's your girl Jackie O, and I hope everybody's having a fabulous day. I just wanted to make this quick video because I got um, a lot of questions, people asking me about what do I do as far as maintaining my weight, dieting, exercising, just how do I keep up with my figure and stuff like that. And it was one person who asked after I uploaded a certain video, and then I was like, oh, well, I really like to share that information, but if one person is the only one who cares, there's no point in uploading the video. And then I got a little bit more responses, so I was like, okay, well, that's a fairly important topic that I think that is worth sharing. I just wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things that I do to maintain my weight, and this is going to get a little personal, so I'm just going to share with you guys my height. I'm 5'2", and I think the average weight for someone at that height is about 110 to 120. So, or maybe even like 125. I'm not a doctor. Don't go off of me. I don't want to say that you're overweight, but I'm 5'2", and I'm at 120. So, that's just basically where I'm at right now. The heaviest I've ever been at was 140, and this was right after I graduated from basic training. I am in the Army Reserves. So after I graduated from basic training around April of 2008, I weighed 140 of pure muscle, and it was like intense. Like, I mean, it wasn't like a bodybuilder, but it's just the heaviest I've ever been. And that, once it started to fall down and I got to like 130, I was like, bam, like that was like my perfect weight, and that to me was like awesome. But now I'm like at my normal weight, and I really, as far as like daily, like I'm not gonna lie, okay, as a reservist, reservists are required to drill 2 days a month, okay? I don't know if any of you guys know anyone in the military that are active duty, and a person who's active duty means they basically work full-time. That's the difference between an active duty member and a reservist, okay? So active duty members have the advantage of doing physical training every single day with their unit, or 2-3 times a day with their unit, with their co-workers, because they're required to do that. Now, as a reservist, since you only, are only required to work 2 days a month, all of the physical training that you do is basically on your own. So it's like I'm in the Army, but it's not the way that you think it is. I'm not like hardcore. I don't have to work out every day. I don't do like 8-mile runs every week. I pretty much maintain a normal diet. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't work out as best as I should. Not right now. Now, when I know that I have a physical training test coming up, like reservists do it twice a year, every 6 months, then for the 2 months leading up to that physical training test, I'll do 2-mile runs like every other day and do like my push-ups and sit-ups, just to be active, to prepare myself for that test. Now, the normal me, just the normal when I don't have any physical training tests, I really don't exercise as much as I should. My mom has 7 kids, and she naturally is just a small person. Everybody in my family is fairly small, so it's just, part of it is kind of genetic also. I do take the bus a lot, and the way that our apartment is, we're on a really steep slope. So every single time I go to the bus, I gotta go down that slope, and every time I gotta come home from the bus, I have to go up that slope. Now, that's one pretty steep slope. So that right there, like, imagine doing that like every other day, getting at least 30 minutes of walking in every other day. It's something. It's better than absolutely nothing. So as far as daily activities, I do walk like a lot because of the fact that I use public transportation. So, and that's not something that I have a problem with. Like, sometimes I actually prefer it because that's like my time to kind of, I don't have to drive, I don't have to worry about gas, and it's just kind of nice just to be out and, get your me time for the day. So actually, I kind of like taking the bus, except for when you have weirdos on the bus, but that's like a whole different story. As far as eating habits go, I absolutely never, ever, 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 ever diet. I never diet. The way I see it is, if you're not going to permanently make that your actual diet, there's no point in just temporarily doing something. Like, why are you going to be on a good streak of eating habits and then all of a sudden go back to normal? Like, there's no point to it. It's not going to do you any good, and it's called yo-yoing, and yo-yoing you don't want to do. So I don't diet. My philosophy on food is pretty simple. Don't make a pig out of yourself. Don't, if you know you like chocolate, don't sit there and eat 50 at a time. Get a couple and enjoy it. Don't overeat. Don't over snack. I tend to, um, there's just little habits that I do, like when I go to a fast food restaurant like McDonald's or Subway, I almost always get a small soda and I end up only drinking like half of that, and then I throw the rest away so there's no more temptation. You see what I mean? So just little stuff like that. I tend to stay away from soda. Um, I mean, I can eat like you don't even know. Like I can eat like a guy, but for me, I'm trying to compensate for the fact that I am a small person, so I have to keep that weight on somehow. But everybody's different though. I find that when I don't get any physical exercise, like it's weird. Some people, when they don't get physical exercise, they gain weight. I find that when I'm not working, when I'm not going to school, when I'm not doing something daily, like when I'm not in an active lifestyle, I tend to shrink, like lose weight because I'm not active, I'm not on my feet, I'm not doing something productive on a daily basis. And so my body's like, whoa, like where is my legs just shrink, my body, I just get small, and I don't like being less than 120 because that's just me. I just like my body to look a certain way, as does everybody else. So I really just try to stay on my feet as much as possible just to keep the muscle on my weight, on my body. And as far as eating goes, I eat whatever the heck I want. I don't cheat myself in life, but I don't overdo it. It's just little simple things that you would never really think of. Like if I'm in a building and I have the opportunity to take the stairs as opposed to using an elevator, I'll take the stairs in a heartbeat as long as I'm not wearing like stilettos or anything like that. I'll take the stairs and I'll skip every other step and like basically run up the stairs, skipping every other step. So, and after 3 flights of stairs, like that's, gets your heart racing a little bit. So I do little stuff like that on a daily basis, not like once a week. Like that's what I do like every single time I'm in a building, or, just little stuff like that. Also, another thing that I wanted to point out was, as far as eating habits go, I'm an extremely picky eater. And it pisses some people off, but the way I see it is, why should I have to put anything in my body? Like, should I just shove everything down my throat and with a smile on my face and not care what goes into my body? No. Like, I am extremely picky. I don't like ketchup. I don't like pie. I don't like the things that normal people like. I don't like. And I don't know if it's just my taste buds, or I just don't like a lot of foods. Simple as that. So I don't get those cravings a lot. It's just a lot. I mean, I don't drink coffee. I don't like, I said pie already, right? I don't like pies. Anything, I don't even like holiday foods. I don't like turkey. I don't like stuffing. I don't like cranberry sauce. I don't like any. Thanksgiving Day, I'm at Jack in the Box. I'm that girl that's at Jack in the Box before they close. Same for Christmas. I don't really have an appetite for sweets. I'm more of a salty person. I love salty foods. I love garlic. So with that being said, I don't snack on candy a lot because it just annoys me after a while. I really don't have that much of a sweet tooth. I love chocolate, but in moderation. It's just a simple philosophy for me as far as maintaining weight. Just enjoy what you like and eat it in moderation, and be picky about what you eat. Try to stay on your feet as much as possible on a daily basis when you're at work. Power walk everywhere you go. Get outside and walk 30 minutes a day. Running is nice. It is nice. It builds your endurance, but I never really have been much of a runner. I only run when I have to, like when I'm taking a physical fitness test. I mean, I got so many people were like, your legs, what are you doing for your legs? And I'm like, I'm not doing nothing for my legs but wearing stilettos to work every day. And that probably has something to do with it too, because those stilettos can work your calves like no other. That's it, guys. That's the big top secret diet, or not diet, I guess you could say, because it's not really a diet. It's just kind of like the way that I choose to live my life. So I hope I covered everything, and I hope I really like helped you guys out. I know this isn't like anything concrete or anything specific. It's just, that's just what I do. This is just how I am. Oh, and I just got off work, so excuse the kind of blatant pen here. I just got off work, like literally. So with that being said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I hope that this video was kind of helpful, inspirational for you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.